Hello everyone, you are doing good. In this video, I will explain about what is the difference between SQL databases and NoSQL databases. SQL databases comes under RDBMS. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management Systems. So let's get started. I will explain through table format. So I am creating table. Here I am taking two columns. So SQL databases are called like Relational Database Management Systems. Here, NoSQL databases, SQL databases, NoSQL databases. First point here, the relational databases. These are the relational databases. Relational databases. Relational databases here. Non-relational databases. Non-relational databases. This is the first point. Second point, databases. Here, tables are there. In NoSQL databases, collections are there. Collections. Third point here, rows are there. Here, third point, documents are there. Documents are in documents are in JSON format. Documents are in JSON format. Fourth point is columns are there. Here columns are there. In NoSQL databases, fields are there. Fields are there. Key and value. Key and value pairs. Here fields are in key value like JSON format. Key and value pairs. Fifth point is association. Association mappings are there in SQL databases or relationships. Relationships are there like one to one, comma one to many, etc. These kind of relationships are there in NoSQL databases. Here in NoSQL databases, embedded docs are DB-ref. DB-refs are there. It is similar to as a variable. Say associate mappings are relationships are there like one to one, one to many, many to many. These kind of etc. In embedded docs are DB-ref for relationships we can use in NoSQL databases. Embedded docs or DB-refs are using similar to as a variable. Sixth point is here data will be managed in query format. Here data will be managed in JSON format. Here data will be managed in JSON format. Data will be managed in JSON format. 7th point is proper structure. It will maintain the proper structure. 7th point is not proper structure. Data will be like articles, photos, and videos. Yeah, I'm adding some more rows. So 8th point is limited amount of data. Here 8 point hug amount of data. 9th point is constraints and joins are required Here 9 point NoSQL databases constraints and joins are constraints and joins are here you can use not required, not required, constraints and not required, constraints and joins. 10 point is here vertical, vertical scaling, nothing but capacity. We can increase if NoSQL databases are using, we can increase the capacity. If we are using NoSQL databases, this is the horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling is nothing but we can increase the servers. 11 point is here 11 point is SQL databases. SQL databases. First we need to create table. Then we can insert. Then we can insert or update rows. In SQL databases, first we need to create table. Then we can insert or update rows. Here NoSQL databases collections creation and manipulation. Collections creation and manipulations are done by default. No need to create it manually. 12 point is best suitable for complex queries. Best suitable for complex queries. Best suitable for complex queries. Yes. 12 point is best suitable for complex queries. Not suitable for complex queries. Complex queries not suitable for complex queries. 13 point is examples like Oracle database, MySQL database, PostgreSQL database, etc. etc. Here Oracle database, MySQL database, PostgreSQL database, etc. Here 13 point examples MongoDB, DynamoDB, MongoDB, DynamoDB, Redis DB, Cassandra DB, yeah, Cassandra DB, Neo4j DB. It is use case. Next is use case. 14 point is use case. Yeah, 14 point use case. User registration, comma, profile details updation, profile details updation. Yeah, profile details updating. We can use the SQL databases like these are the storing structured data. They are the storing the structured data. Yeah, 14th point use case Facebook post and comments. Facebook post and comments. Yeah, storing and unstructured data. Unstructured data like text, images, like some symbols. Yeah, unstructured data, some symbols. Here add another 2 points. So change. This is the 12, 13, Suppose this is changed to 14, 15. Suppose change to 15, change to 16, change to 16. Here processing, here data will be processing is data will be processing is very slow. Here data processing is very slow. Data processing is very slow. Here data processing is fastly compared to here SQL. In SQL is a RDBMS database. So fastly 13.8 supports SQL language, supports SQL language. Here 13.8 supports SQL language as well as JSON query language. So these are the 16 points are important. I will review these. What is the difference between SQL databases and NoSQL databases? SQL databases comes under RDBMS. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management Systems. So let's see the difference. SQL databases, these are the SQL databases are the RDBMS, Relational Database Management Systems. NoSQL databases are the SQL queries are we are not using in NoSQL databases. Here differences: relational databases, non-relational databases. Here tables are there. In place of tables, collections are there. Here rows are there. In place of rows, documents are there. Documents are in JSON format, like key value pair. Columns are there. Fields are there. Fields are like key and value pairs. Association mappings are relationships, one-to-one, one-to-many kind of relationships are there. Here embedded docs are DB similar to as a variable. Data will be managed in query format. Data will be managed in JSON format. Here data will be managed in query format. Data will be managed in JSON format. Proper structure is there. Not proper structure. Data will be articles, photos, and videos, etc. Limited amount of data. Here limited amount of data. Hug amount of data. Constraints and JSONs are required. Not required. Constraints and JSONs. Vertical scaling capacity, horizontal scaling servers. SQL databases. First, we need to create table, then we can insert or update rows. Here, collections, creation, and manipulations are done by default. No need to create it manually. Data processing is very slow. Data processing is fastly compared to SQL databases. Supports SQL language as well as JSON query language. Best suitable for complex queries, not suitable for complex queries. Examples: Oracle database, MySQL database, PostgreSQL, SQL database, etc. Examples of NoSQL databases like MongoDB, DynamoDB, RedisDB, CassandraDB, Neo4j DB, etc. Here, Oracle DB, MySQL DB, PostgreSQL DB. DB means database. Use case, user registration, profile details updation, etc. Storing structured data. Here use case, Facebook post and comments. This is one use case, Facebook comments and Facebook post and comments. We are storing unstructured data like text, images, symbols, etc. Thank you for watching. For more videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. This is the most important interview question. What is the difference between SQL databases and NoSQL databases? SQL databases comes under relational database management systems. Thank you for watching.